See, what I do is I'll get things going, then I leave, but sometimes they go apart. Like Rocafella. As soon as I left, it's gone. Like Rockware. As soon as I left, it's gone. Every single thing I started is gone the second I leave it, but no one says anything.
You said that, but you sound smart to dumb people.
You do.
Because if the
Y'all sound smart to dumb people.
If the person goes on to launch another company that's more successful than Rocafella and launches another line,
you mean
which
like,
I'm wearing,
so let me ask you a question.
More successful than
I've launched lines. I launched Rachel Roy, and that was a $100 million company, but you never said a word about that.
That's not true.
So then I don't make another Hove. I make another $100 million company.
You want to talk about power moves and legacy in hip hop? Dame Dash just set the record straight about Rocafella and Jay-Z. He claims that the Make Another Hove line isn't just words. It's a narrative that overlooks how much he built the empire from the ground up. Dame says that Rocafella's business wasn't anything without him, and he's not holding back at all. He breaks down the companies he launched, the deals he closed, and the brands he put on the map, including a $100 million venture with Rachel Roy. He points out that after he left, people act like everything went south, but Dame is clear. He built the foundation, and no one can take that away from him. He doesn't just defend himself, he challenges the narrative. He's saying that the claims about him are false. He says the companies that succeeded after him don't erase his influence. They prove his business instincts were unmatched. And he's calling out the way people twist words, saying it's dangerous and misleading. Now I'm about to play this clip for y'all, but before I do, I just need y'all to like, leave y'all thoughts on this down below in the comment section, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Most of the time when I call you, I'm trying to clear things up, right? Yeah. So I have a couple things here that I haven't talked to you about. The thing with your daughter and the eviction.
She never got evicted.
So why did the son report that? Where does that stem from?
So what happened was she was out of town or some shit. Well, no. So she was sending the money to someone to send the money, and it wasn't going, and she didn't know it. She was out of town. So I think when she found out, she just paid it. So it got paid. So she never got evicted ever in life, ever. Never. That's another one of those false things that they say. Like, somebody might see something, but it doesn't follow through. She never got evicted. What they should have said was she at that age lived in a 3-bedroom house and apartment in Tribeca. Like a rich kid, like a Nepo baby, because her mother has a $100 million company, Rachel Roy, which I started, put my $8 million in, and now she owns it. See, what I do is I'll get things going, then I leave, but sometimes they go apart. Like Rocafella. As soon as I left, it's gone. Like Rockware. As soon as I left, it's gone. Every single thing I started is gone the second I leave it, but no one says anything. But what's your next question? Did I answer?
I just want to say,
did I answer your question?
I had a follow-up.
Hold on, real quick though. But
okay,
you said that, but you sound smart to dumb people.
You do.
Because if the if the person goes on to launch another company that's more successful than Rocafella and launches another line,
you mean
which
like,
I'm wearing,
so let me ask you a question.
More successful than
I've launched
Rocafella
lines. I launched Rachel Roy, and that was a $100 million company, but you never said a word about that.
That's not true.
So then I don't make another Hove. I make another $100 million company. Did I do that or not?
Did you? Yeah.
Okay, so then what are you talking about? I've sold 3 companies. How many you sold?
But you made it seem like after you left that those people went bad.
I didn't say that. I said those companies went bad. You're dumb. I said the companies I started, because that's what you do. You twist things around, and that's what's dangerous about you, and that's gay.
You ever heard Ronald Reagan say, if you're explaining, you're losing? You ever heard that saying? If you're explaining, you're losing. You explain a lot.
You asked me a question. So you asked me a question, and then when I explain, so I won't. Wait a second. Did that make any sense, or did that sound dumb? We're doing an interview.
But you're always explaining something.
Because I'm doing interviews.
It's like you're always on camera explaining what's going on.
And
in your
you're always on camera
losing.
talking about other people like a girl.
So are you?
No, I'm not. Okay, let's unpack that.
Come on, man.
No, I'm about to.
What's the next question, Lauren? What's the next question, Lauren?
No, dang, please.
Yo, what you mean?
So no. Let me just say something. Let me address what he said.
Okay.
So if somebody says something about me and I go on a camera and I try to call them and they don't talk to me and I say something about them, is that a chatty patty?
If you don't get a chance,
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. No, you don't know. You guys are effeminate. Y'all don't.
You can't say who can talk and who can't.
I'm asking her a question. Give her the. Why can't I ask her a question? So what are you talking about? I'm asking. Okay.
You're responding to what's being said about you.
Right. Is that patty?
No.
So that's what I do. Every time someone. Now I want you to pull up. One time I talked about someone and their business that wasn't talking about me, even their business. I never ever talk about any, but these people talk about.
That's not true.
Nate, show it.
They'll
show an interview.
They'll tell you.
Please, I'm challenging you. Wait, I'm challenging you to tell.
Not true.
See, now it's not true.
What about though when you did all this stuff when Jay-Z was being sued and accused of rape? You did so many interviews about that. And he wasn't anywhere talking about it.
Let me finish. The interviews were about his lawyer. I said I know how their lawyers act because I personally went with Shapiro. And we went to war about Shapiro. And then people would ask me questions about other things that weren't complimentary.
You can't talk about hip-hop history without talking about the tension and the power moves behind the scenes. And Dame Dash just reminded everybody why he's a legend. He's setting the record straight about Rocafella, Jay-Z, in that infamous line, make another Hove. And this time, he's doing it with clarity. Now on one side, Dame Dash is making it clear. He didn't mean any personal disrespect towards Jay-Z. He's talking about the business moves, the ventures he launched, the companies he sold. He's pointing out that he didn't just talk the talk. He built 3 companies, launched Rachel Roy, and made a $100 million brand and established ventures that shaped the industry. That's the part people forget when they focus on the catchy line or drama. Dame is proud of what he accomplished, and he wants people to understand the full picture. But on the other side, imagine how Jay-Z must have felt hearing that. The idea that Dame Dash thought he could make another Hove sounds like a direct challenge to Jay-Z's legacy. Even if Dame didn't intend it as a personal jab, Jay-Z has spent decades building his brand, running Rocafella, and creating an empire. To hear somebody suggest that a new version of him could exist probably hit a nerve. You can't underestimate how fiercely Jay-Z guards his legacy, his business, and his image in the culture. That's why context is everything here. The lesson is bigger than personalities. It's about legacy, credit, and understanding the history behind the music and the deals. Dame Dash wants people to remember that he played a huge role in Rocafella's rise. He set the foundation, made the moves, and helped turn a vision into one of the most influential labels in hip-hop history. Meanwhile, Jay-Z's reaction reminds us that even when lines are metaphorical or hypothetical, legacies are deeply personal and fiercely protected. At the end of the day, it's great to see both sides. Dame Dash highlighting his business accomplishments, Jay-Z protecting his cultural dominance, and the industry watching the ripple effects. It's a reminder that in hip-hop and in business, both foundation and legacy matter equally. And the stories behind the headlines are always more complicated than they seem. Now I want to hear from y'all. Do you think that Dame Dash is justified in defending his role in Rocafella's empire? And do you think that Jay-Z's reaction to the whole make another Hove idea makes sense, or was it overblown? Let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comment section. And make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.